Lost media. I don't think it's anything new to anyone who's been on the internet for a while now. Essentially, it's where something, be it a film, news clip, TV show, etc., is lost. Riveting start to the video, I know. Either way, very little proof of its existence is available, or virtually nothing is available, and the only thing keeping it alive are the testimonies of people who swear they remember it. I fucking love lost media. Sorry, that was aggressive. I just think it's so cool, and I love how dedicated the community is to trying to find and archive things for preservation purposes. There's a plethora of contributing factors that can lead to a piece of media becoming lost. I mean, hell, Nosferatu was lost at one point. We could have been living in a society without the greatest vampire ever. Grim. Media can become lost, be it fully or partially, for several reasons, such as poor archival technology, industries collapsing, and companies not releasing fully completed films.
Release this shit!
I digress. Videos about lost media are some of my favourites to watch, but one thing I've noticed is that, well, to put it simply, lost media can be kind of unnerving. I know the title says scary, look, it's shorter, it's snappier, just roll with it, just work with me here. But yeah, there's sort of a vibe that's associated with the discussion of lost media, particularly its association with online horror spaces. Videos set up quite a somber tone that sets up an air of intrigue and mystery. So why is this, and what makes the concept of lost media so uncomfortable or unnerving? I think there's a couple reasons for this, and I'm going to talk about them. The overlap with the true crime community. I won't dwell on this point for too long, nor will I go into specifics because I feel like something as delicate as true crime warrants a more tasteful discussion, and admittedly, I don't know if I'm the right person for that. Lost media isn't just limited to things like movies or television shows, but also encompasses things such as news broadcasts and live streams. Some of these examples include footage of real crimes taking place, and I think that's a reason why some find lost media to be so uncomfortable. While not everyone who cares about lost media has the same sort of investment in true crime, there is an evident overlap within the two communities. Those who make true crime content and lost media content, especially within the same video, will typically present the cases with the solemn tact and respect that they deserve, which, from an audience perspective, can lead to the association of lost media being somewhat chilling or unnerving. There's so much more that could be said on this subtopic, but again, I'm not sure if I'm the right person for that, so I will just leave it there, but I'm sure you know what I'm on about. There's plenty of channels that have videos about lost broadcast, lost disturbing footage, etc. The whole idea of spotty memories. I'm not sure if false memories, spotty memories, or fading memories are the correct term, but we'll just roll with any one of those. If you've been on Reddit, first of all, I'm very sorry. And second of all, if you've gone onto r/lost media, you may have seen people describing something such as a game, TV show, or film with vague details. Sometimes this results in people being like, oh hey, I think I remember that thing too. And people are able to work together to dig it up. Or, hey buddy, we're gonna get you the help you need, okay? Because you sound demented. And evidently, nobody seems to know what OP is talking about. Naturally, you're not going to remember something in perfect detail, especially if it's something from your childhood. So your brain will leave out those details or fill in what it thinks the correct details are. Not exactly a lost media thing, but a while ago I suddenly remembered a doll I had when I was a child, and the one thing I could remember about her was that she had very noodly limbs and plastic hair, like straight up plastic strings for hair. And if I brought this up with friends, I was looked at like I had 6 heads. And for a while I just accepted the fact that I was remembering the toy wrong, or I was straight up insane and it just never existed. Well, sucks to suck, cause I was right, I told you I wasn't insane. Betty Spaghetti. What a diva. Point being, if no one else seems to remember the thing you swear existed, it can feel like you've hit a dead end, and something about that is really uncomfortable. Like, a piece of media does exist, but seemingly only in your head, and you swear you have perfect memories of engaging with it, but you just sound insane. I think that's kind of trippy. Room for creative projects, specifically ARGs. No, I don't mean...
Hey guys, so I was an intern at Nick, and I saw an unaired episode of SpongeBob where he took an AR-15 to the Krusty Krab, but otherwise the episode was perfectly normal. Hyper-realistic blood.
Although admittedly cartoon creepypastas are fucking hilarious, that's a video for another time. No, what I mean is the wave of digital horror projects and flash game horror. Many of these videos are evidently fake projects, but there's no doubt that they play into the notion of lost or forgotten media. These videos have a horror element to them, some more evident than others. While on one hand this makes it known that they're works of fiction, on the other hand it does feed into the wider perception of lost media, that being one of mystery, which in turn does play into the whole fear of the unknown. This more theatrical theoretical approach to lost media, specifically lost games, allows a person's imagination to run wild, and suddenly the possibilities as to why a piece of media was lost in the first place are virtually endless. In reality, it's more often than not due to a lack of archived footage. Maybe there are games out there that are banned because they're so gruesome. I mean, technically there are actually. 9 times out of 10 though, in reality, it's more often than not due to a lack of archived footage. Speaking of which, the shockingly small amount of digital preservation is insane. It's a scary yet sobering reality that a lot of what was created in life, probably the majority, is lost. Completely. This isn't just a modern day phenomenon, but historically, archives and documents are naturally biased and leave out information. It's basically the whole notion that history is written by the winners. Eras in history that didn't have the same level of archival sophistication as we do now are often falsely portrayed, such as the whole notion of quote-unquote dumb caveman, despite the fact that cavemen invented some of the most pivotal things and made art and music just as we do today. Animated films that have received a digital release on streaming sites years after their physical release have been subjected to changes, and I mean there's only X amount of physical copies of anything really. I mean sure, a lot of them are mass produced, but not so much in the case of things like DVDs anymore. Don't get me wrong, films do still receive their digital release, but I remember when the Nosferatu movie came out, and the digital release was released, well, silently. I didn't know this shit existed at all. The unnerving and uncomfortable reality is that it's incredibly easy for a piece of media to become lost. Even more so today, despite the archival technology we have. Physical copies of things are becoming more and more obsolete, and thus, physical proof of something's existence is becoming harder to come by. The fact that we can't preserve everything is a sober reality and can be sort of daunting to think about. Sure, in the grand scheme of things, the archival and preservation of the Family Guy pilot probably isn't as important as a news broadcast, but I don't know. I still think there's something important about archiving as much as we can. It's proof that something that people remembered existed did in fact exist. The proof of something's existence can tell us a lot about what society was like and what sort of art was being made by what communities and what groups of people. The dissipation of these pieces of media leaves an incomplete picture, which is a rather uncomfortable reality because a lot of what we've built up around us is objectively quite spotty and just based on what we have that's readily available. And despite the archival technology we have nowadays, things still go missing, things still get lost, and things will be lost, quite possibly forever. There isn't really much that can be said about that other than physical media is great. That was fun. Lost media is a lot of things. According to this title, it's scary, but it's also unnerving, it's fun, mysterious, exciting. Whatever you view it as, the lengths people will go in order to find remnants of media and then archive it, it's quite honestly amazing. Like, shout out to the lost media community. Gotta be one of my favorites. With all that said, thank you very much for watching. Go buy a DVD or a CD, or like, I don't know, go dig up a pilot or something. Just, go treasure hunting. Have a good day or night because time zones, and bye-bye.